Hey, it's John from Tinderbox Arts. Just going to do a quick review today of a new piece of luggage that I got for my Triumph Bonneville. So basically, in the previous life of this bike, it was my only bike, and so I had a rather large piece of luggage attached to the back here, which I usually kept on all the time. And it worked well for many years. Now the zipper's kind of shot, and it was time for something new. But I have a new purpose for this bike, if you will. It's now my second bike. So I have this one mostly for, summer riding, back roads, and going to Main Street, that kind of thing. For longer rides and for cooler weather, I have another bike, which I use. So now I'm kind of trying to pare this Triumph Bonneville down. I'm going to be looking at these mirrors to see if I can get rid of those and do a bar end mirror. And I want to see if I can get a smaller piece of luggage, because really all I need it for now is for, when I park somewhere, I want to be able to put my gloves in it, maybe my wallet, just a few odds and ends, nothing too significant. So this one really is too big for my needs now, aside from being old and broken. So now what I've looked at is this Iron Rider. It's made by Dowco. It's called a Cruiser Luggage MLS roll bag. So it should be a smaller unit. This is what it comes in as far as the box. We're going to open it up and see what it looks like. All right, got this thing out of the box. We'll get a closer look at it. What we looked for especially was a low profile, because my old bag, it's kind of a high profile, and it's also much bigger than I need. And so I just wanted something that fit lower, but I would be able to attach to the tail rack. So this seemed to fit the bill. We'll see what the construction's like, but so far, as far as the size, I'm pretty pleased. This is about the size I need. Nothing too big, but I can fit some things in there if I need to. It's all brand new. It's called a 50127-00 MLS roll bag, and this particular luggage is designed to be able to stack on a cruiser. So this is like the top piece of three. I'm not going to use it that way, but it does have that capability. I'm looking at the D-rings here. These are plastic D-rings, so not super heavy duty there. So there's one or two, on the top here. And then there is, on the bottom, we have one here, one there, one there. So it's four. Oh, I take it back. 5 on the bottom, or 6 on the bottom, I should say. So there's 6 rings on the bottom, 2 on the top. And it also has, I've got this upside down now, this Velcro arrangement, which is designed for a sissy bar, which I don't have. However, my tail rack does have this thing, so maybe I can use it, and we'll take a look at that. But as far as the material, it looks pretty standard stuff. I don't know what they call this particular material, but it's the kind of a plasticky feel to it. Anyway, so far the size looks good. Let's see if we can get this thing mounted. Man, it's been a while since I've seen my tail rack. I've forgotten even what it looks like. But without any bag on it, it's a 2010 Bonneville. And I always have this rack on the back. I like having some kind of storage capacity. So, I don't know, not everybody likes the look, but it gets the job done. So, given the size of this rack, this new piece of luggage fits on it pretty nicely. I could even go a little bit smaller on the luggage if I wanted to, but I just couldn't find anything smaller than this. But I do like how it has a low profile. It's just not as big as the other one. So they do give you a wide assortment of straps inside. There is a waterproof cover, and that is a reflective logo. It's a goofy looking thing, but it's reflective. And they give you all these straps. So some are meant for carrying, like that one is. But some of these are meant for strapping down, including 4 of those. And this is a handle that you can attach to the top. So pretty generous as far as what they give you inside the bag. All right, after looking through all those straps, I actually used the 3 of the shorter ones. So what I did was, it just happened to work out for me. I don't know if I can get underneath here, but these straps right here are in an X pattern. So each corner is tied down, and then the side is tied down across. These small straps are adjustable. So that worked out fine. So the bottom here is rubberized. I don't know if it's actually waterproof, but it's kind of water resistant anyway. And then the top is kind of that it's not Cordura, but it's that same idea. And like I said, we do have the waterproof cover, so I can keep that in the bag. Now, looking as far as the styling of the bag and function, this is goofy, this Iron Rider thing. I wish I could take that off, but I probably can't. I suspect it's probably just thermofused on there. Yeah, it looks like it. So I'm stuck with that. So that's kind of goofy, but if I can get over that part, if you look inside here, it's just, there's, just a hole here, nothing special. There are some mesh pockets on each side. So there's one here, and one over here. So if you want to keep sunglasses or something like that in there, you can. Papers, maybe, something like that. And the rest is just an open cavern here. So what I'm probably going to do is take some dividers that I have from some camera cases that I don't use anymore. They're kind of Velcro based, and I can make some dividers in here to separate one thing from another. But it's not a huge area here. I mean, that's it. You can see my hand going back and forth. But if you want to fit a pair of gloves and, your papers, a wallet, a phone, that kind of thing, there's plenty of room for that. All right, so what's the verdict on this bag? Well, I'm not jumping up and down for joy about it. I think it's adequate. The cost was, I want to say, close to $50. So it's not cheap for what you're getting. Functionally, it seems okay. The rubberized bottom is good. The waterproof cover that they give you is good to have. The size is fine for what I'm doing. One thing I'm not so thrilled about, if you look at the zipper, there's one on either side, right? And when you flip this up, it tends to distort right here. And I suspect over time that's going to be a problem for the zipper. So I want to be a little careful about that. This top has like a foam insert in it, so it doesn't flop like this. Maybe in time I can make it do that. But I'm a little worried about the zippers here. So that's one thing. Internally, having these pockets is good, and I am going to, compartmentalize this somehow. So that's all fine. I don't have a problem with that. This thing is goofy. I might even consider taping that up and painting over that because it's just so goofy looking. I don't think it's going to, well, maybe it will come off. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm relatively pleased with the bag, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get it again. The cost is a little pricey for what you're getting, but it seems to work fine for the bike, and I think I'll get a couple years use out of it anyway. All right, I have one little thing to add here, which is this tag can come off. It's actually like a die-cast metal. So all I did was put a screwdriver, snuck it in behind it, and pry it upward. And you got to be careful because this fabric can rip. It's a rubbery fabric. But basically you can get the tag off, and all you do is leave two little holes there, which you could either fill with some clear silicone, or maybe I can find something else to put in there that looks interesting. I don't know, some kind of button or something. It does leave behind a metal thing on the inside, but who cares? I just hated the look of this thing, and it's just a goofy name, so I got rid of it.